Welcome back, guys, to another Secrets of the Pros here. And I know it's been a while, but by the way, hasn't gone anywhere. I'm right here doing the grind. Support me. Also, you can find me on FB. And we're just going to be talking about blending vocals with pre recorded rhythms. Basically, this is how to blend vocal using one compressor, an EQ, and an LNS saturation here. So I'm going to play K's track. We got this rhythm karaoke version, and I did a little bit of EQ on it. I kind of pre-mastered the rhythm just a little bit. As you can see, very little cuts I'm doing here. So I'm going to play the track, and I'm going to bite down and get right down to what we did, right? So here we go. Notice how her voice blends,
Bring the
right?
beat in. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear, but I know, oh, nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my fear. And finally you put me first, baby, it's you. You're the one I love, you're the one I need.
So how did I do that? Man, say, Ray, man, how do you make the vocal cut through, man? Man, Ray. So let's get to it, right? So let's isolate the rhythm here. I'm gonna turn off all the effects from K's voice. Let's turn off the compressor. Let's turn off the reverb, delay, and auto tune as well, right? So let's give a play here.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here.
And this is where most of you guys say, man, how I'm going to make this thing sound larger than life. So first thing I listened to, what made me draw for went to the EQ for the song is, for the rhythm, is I was hearing a little bit of low end and a little bit too much mid range. So I took off some frequencies. So I'm going to turn on EQ. You might say, Ray, how did you know what to do on the rhythm? Well, remember, whenever, just like I'm mixing drum kits, if I would say feel lazy, but if I, understanding the frequency, basically you have your lows, your mids, your highs, so you want to separate the frequencies. So I know around 110 is where the kick drum power is, the lows. Around 218 going up is where you can control a little bit of the bass and attenuate it. And around 485 you can also control mid-range for the drums in the entire mix. So I separate the frequency in my mind, right? So if I play the track here again,
Bring the beat in.
EQ off, EQ on,
Honey, honey.
and this helps me to get the vocal cutting through. So I'm gonna go right down to K's vocal. So the first thing I did, I put a little bit of auto tune on K. Not that she needs a lot, but auto tune helps you smooth out. Don't be intimidated, artists, with auto tune. A little bit gives you a nice production finish. So I'm gonna turn on the EQ here.
I can see the stars all the way from here.
I can hear a little bit of the little effects there, but it's nice clean auto tune. And I'm gonna put an EQ on K. What I did is I rolled off 150 because she's a very high key singer. I pulled out a little bit of 637, and I pulled out a little bit of let's see, I pulled out a little bit of 2K, and I boasted about 5 dB of 5K and 8 dB of 11K. You might say, Ray, that's ridiculous. Look at this mountain right here. Well, the vocal needs it.
Can you see the glow?
And I've sent her vocals through the reverb. So first, I'm gonna play the track with the EQ and the compressor LM76 engaged here, and we're gonna listen to how that sounds with the music here.
Window pane, I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up from ear to ear, but I know, oh.
You might say, Ray, why don't you turn up the volume for the vocal? The vocal is all right at the bounce, but one of it make the vocals cut a little bit more. So I went to the NLS here and raised just about a half dB to push our vocals more with saturation, right?
Nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my fear. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love.
Yeah, also I took out a little bit of resonance here. So here's K vocal.
You're the one I need.
So we went from here.
You're the only one I see.
And we added our EQs.
Yeah. Come on, baby, it's you.
All right. Now, center vocals through the doubler here. Nothing special here. So give it a little more with that Beyonce song. And here is the reverb, right? We needed some space. So I went for the TSAR1 reverb from Softtube, also from UAD. And I was adding a little bit of high density, a little bit of dark tone here. Keep it neutral. A little bit of pre-delay. About 10 milliseconds here. Increase the reverb time about 0.197.
You're the one that gives your all.
Created a nice space like she's in a club. Let's play with
You're the
without.
one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top.
And also to give a little bit of more stereo here, I put up a ping pong delay here, high pass and low pass, the filter.
Oh, come on,
So when I blend that back in with the track here,
baby, you put my love on top, 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 top.
since we have horn section in this rhythm here, I have no control over these instruments. I just have the wave file here, as you can see. That's why I chopped up the frequency in my head here. Boosted a little bit of boosted a little bit 5K, so got a little bit of excitement to rhythm. So we help blend K's vocals with the rhythm. So here we go.
Bring the beat in. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can you see the glow?
Let's bring up the pop pad up a little bit, because it was a little low here. Don't forget to attenuate here.
Bring the beat in.
And here's my master chain here.
Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Everybody asks me why I'm smiling up
Thank you.
from ear to ear, but I know, oh, nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my fear. And finally you put me first.
And one more thing, I felt like the music was getting a little bit too loud, so I added that L2 on it just to keep a lid on things, right?
Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all.
We'll go for the
You're the one
Beyonce
I can always call
sound
when
effects.
I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top.
might say, how did I do that? Well, automate. I'm sorry, automate the send to the effects double, so increase the chorus effect when it hits the top. So if you watch this little bar right here, I'm gonna bring that part so it sounds like how Beyonce did it, right? So let's check it out.
Come on, baby, you put my love on top, 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 top. You put my love on top. Oh, oh, come on, baby, you put my love on top, 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 top.
Just want to leave that with you guys. Look for me. Support the Department of Youth Services Facebook page as well, and on the YouTube page, and you can also look for me on FB. So it's been a while, guys, but Brother Ray is right here. I'm just getting in the grind. So take care.